Final part of the final game of the Las Vegas Open here. Kamron Weier in the 7th frame. If he converts this 10-pin, will trail by 10 pins against second-seeded Kamron Doyle, which he does, and that's the situation with 3 frames left to go here. Kamron versus Kamron, C versus K, Tennessee versus Washington, 20 years old versus 13 years old. And it's turned into a compelling final match here. Kamron, in this 2-game title match, got himself pretty lost on this same pair of lanes halfway through the first game. Still looked lost through the 2nd frame of this game, and then made a wonderful set of adjustments to get himself back into the 1-3 pocket from then on. Meanwhile, Doyle rolled through game 1 and started with the front 5 in this game. Has looked a little shakier, you know, not shaky by any means, but shakier the last couple frames, while Kamron Weier steamrolled back into this match. Spare working 8th frame. You bet, wow. Good stuff there from Weier. See, points to his fan apparently. Exactly there he is. Most of these bowlers will move on to Junior Gold starting tomorrow. About 54 other side tournaments all around Vegas the next month or so. Kind of wrapping up with our Touring Players Championship. Bookending the start of the summer bowling season for these high-level bowlers. Not shredding the rack again, but enough on that ball to carry out that light hit. Gives him the strike in the 8th frame and maintains that 10-pin lead. So 2 frames to go, both bowlers on strikes. It's Doyle with the 10-pin lead. 4,000 bucks on the line. I don't care what kind of bowler you are, you don't get to bowl for that kind of coin that often. I don't care how experienced you are for a 13-year-old. You can't have been in this position too many times in your life, and that's tight. That's way tight. And oh my gosh, he almost rolled that 310. If that 3-pin fell face forward off of that shot, you would have heard a whoo out of the crowd right there. Dirty Kelly would have stormed off to the right. She might have done a patent with Dirty Kelly. As it is, a tremendously good break for Doyle to break up that split. Has the 3-pin, but it's Kamron Weier with an extra frame here now on Doyle. How quickly bowling turns. It looked like Doyle was going to run away from the game, but by the middle of the game, Weier had a chance to double and take the lead. He didn't yet, but now he's in that same situation where he can tie up the match here in the 9th frame, and he can shut out Doyle before he even gets back up on the lanes. Weier can max for 258, Doyle can max for 248. For most bowlers, I'd say he's taking extra time. For him, that's just being Kamron Weier. Pressure, intensity, and determination. You betcha, all right. 10th frame title match. Depending on how you score, a tie game or Weier trailing by 1, but it's Weier working on the double. 2 strikes here. Kamron Weier locks up the Vegas Open title. About a half a month ago, Kamron had to sit on the bench while Perry Crowell doubled in the 10th frame in a similar situation to take away that invitational from him. This time it's Weier with the opportunity to do the trick to Mr. Doyle. All Kamron can do right now is watch and focus on his own game with his coach Jeff Mark, who you can hear on TBA's Strike Pass all the time. If you want to watch some more incredible videos, I strongly recommend you do that. First shot, 10th frame. Tight. Ooh, wow. Just like for Doyle, another one of those ooh shots, as that was left off his hand the whole way. That could have been a big 4. That could have snapped and gone Brooklyn and carried. As it is, it's just a 4-pin. And folks, we have a real big potential of a tie now. Spare strike is 237. That would force a 20 fill from Doyle to take the tournament back. First things first, got to mop up this 4-pin. Shouldn't be any trouble for him. All right, and the schnoz. Schnoz, of course, being a technical bowling term for a pretty good shot. Crucial fill ball here, is you want to give Doyle the least margin for error possible. If he strikes here, that forces Doyle to get at least 9 on the next shot to even have a chance at a tie. If he gets less than 9 here, that's a little more window of opportunity for Doyle. Yeah, yep. Crowd said get 10. He did. A brilliant 237 considering where he came from to get that game, but will it be enough? First ball here in the 10th, so key because Doyle's working on the spare. Strike here, and he'd need any spare following that to win by a pin. 9 here, he must go spare strike for a tie. If he gets less than 9 pins on this shot, Kamron Weier wins the tournament. Here we go for $4 grand. 10 in the pit. Wow. I mean, obviously, most of the country's impressed with this kid before even watching these videos, and it's just going to only add to a growing legend right now as he stuffs that ball in the 1-3, showing absolutely no sign of anything other than he looks like he's out there open bowling on a Tuesday night. Just kaboom. Which reminds me of some 50-time winner. Sometimes. Often enough. Not over yet. He must mark. Strike's obviously a winner. If he leaves anything, he has to spare it. Pretty good shot. You bet. That is a pretty special 13-year-old kid you're looking at right here. We threw the very best we had at him. We threw our 50-time champ. We threw the junior gold champ at him. We threw 5 or 6 Team USA bowlers at him. They are all gone, and Kamron Doyle wins the Las Vegas Open. My goodness. Unbelievable. He's leaving. Oh, there he is. He's searching out Kamron. Well, that was a nice move, too. And they get a big old high five from Coach in a second. We'll hand out the awards to these 2 incredible bowlers, and we'll see you again.